Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone.
That's because I'm non-binary, and I also use they and them, because calling me a she or a he...
Attention is a Wokie drug. Hello, and welcome back to another video. Sit back, relax, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Are red, violets are blue. If you're not fighting for Palestine, I want nothing to do with you.
Roses are red, violets are violet. Sometimes the gays just need to be quiet.
I don't think any sane person wants anything to do with you, either they, them. We're good.
If the men find out we can shapeshift, they're going to tell—
That's not shapeshifting. You still look like you punched drywall when you can't find your f***ing keys to your Buick.
Whoever gave him the shape-shifting spell definitely scammed him.
Daddy's trans.
Did you know that Daddy's trans?
Daddy's trans.
Do you care?
Yeah.
You do? How much?
Yeah.
A lot?
What?
Did you know that Daddy has a—
Say.
Yes.
Oh, it has a.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Good talk.
Did you know that your child doesn't give a about your genitals? Clearly, based off their reaction in the video, this is a little kid. And let me just think back to my childhood. I can confidently say I wasn't concerned about what my parents had going on in their pants. I was more worried about playing. All right, being a child. First and foremost, why would you record it? I mean, I'm glad you did, so you could expose yourself for the weirdo that you are. It seemed like you're trying to prove a point. Like you wanted your kid to be like, no, I don't care. Daddy has a... So you could then look at the camera and be like, wow, look at that. My kid doesn't care. Look how young they are. They don't care that, you know, I'm trans, and I'm creating the spectacle around your kid and their reaction to what? Prove a point? Because as you can tell in the video, they don't care. They're running around the room, it seems like, wanting to play. It has nothing to do with, you know, daddy has... It has all to do with you being...
That's such a creepy video to make. What else can you expect from these people anyway? Let the child be. Oh, lest I forget, can somebody call CPS?
I'm super into rubbing my cat's sticky discharge with my fingers because my cat has like this problem where he gets wet like so often in like one day, kind of like me, like father, like son.
We need to bring back secrets.
Went up to my parents' house wearing a white dudes for hair shirt. These people are racist. Piggy? No, it's me. You like my new shirt? Hold on. Let's see.
You know, different emotions.
Oh.
It hit me hard.
Mom, do you like my new shirt?
What the?
I mean, their reactions are pretty valid. They just realized that they spent decades raising an idiot.
Friends, today we're talking about something super cool called pronouns. Hey friends, today we're gonna talk about something super important, what it means to be transgender.
Hi Lily, me, Becky here. Just a quick pause because it's a really weird look to try and talk to children on your social media while also posting this kind of content on your social media.
I want you to stay.
Do you not have a single ounce of self-awareness in your body? Surely you consider the perception that it gives whenever you try to mesh those two worlds together between children and your OnlyFans. It's giving kid toucher vibes. Not to sound too cliche here, but someone check that man's hard drive.
I volunteer as a tribute. I'll check his closest too. Who knows what horror awaits? Also, it's not even about his gross and grooming content. Lily is just plain repulsive to me, that's all.
So I got served today at the pharmacy, and I'm not saying men can't look like this because please go off, kings.
Okay, I'm gonna for hundreds of thousands of years, if you have a beard, you have a dick. That's just, unless you're something, I'm not even gonna go into that. But so you're just retarded. I hate this. I hate this country. You're all retarded. I'm saying it. Saying that word. You're all
Yeah, what he said. I'm trying to remain unflagged, so I'll just sit here with a smirk and an applause.
This is the only bowl that's clean. It's huge. Anyways, it is past 3 a.m. and I haven't eaten all day. Such a bad habit. So. There's just a little bit more. I just want to say, like, this is a lot of cereal. When I film my mukbangs, I try to eat just a little bit more than I normally would, because this, no, I would never eat this much.
So, I was about to go read the Bible. You guys just caught me right before I was about to go read the Bible. I definitely wasn't going to laugh or anything. That would be crazy. I was going to read the Bible. You know, just read the Bible.
I told you guys that it was going to be a hassle getting into heaven with these people roaming around. You haven't eaten all day? Yeah, maybe because it was 3 a.m. and the day had not even started.
How disgusting and embarrassing. I mean, what the hell is wrong with you? Why would you do something like this, then film it, then post it to social media as if this is something that you're proud of? And thank God that man denied you. Good for him not letting you exploit him just to get some attention on social media. And can you imagine if a man did something like this to a woman, what the reaction would be? I mean, regardless, man or woman, nobody should do this to anybody. And do you remember the last time I covered a video of a woman doing something like this, leaving her underwear in the food at the supermarket? Yeah, she got kicked out of the country. So to this woman, learn to have some self-respect. And if you can't respect yourself, at least have respect for others. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
What a disgusting thing to do. Shout out to that gentleman for not allowing himself to get exploited by another OnlyFans bimbo.
Is your body count, and does body count matter?
Oh my goodness, I lost count a long time ago, but I knew it was about 25 by the time I graduated high school.
What do you guesstimate it's at now?
Maybe like 800?
Listen, sweetheart, that is not a body count. That's a population. You are the Honda Civic of body count mileage. Congratulations. I'm sure your father's very proud of you for that. I don't even think the Spartans were 800. They were like, whatever. I'm not gonna go there. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you. Oh my.
I would be shocked, but I've been researching that girl who slept with 100 dudes and is now training to do 1,000 in 24 hours. Nothing new under the disturbing sun these days. Also, the girl didn't know HIV was an STD until after she got ran through by 100 guys. Yeah, that's where we are as a society.
Don't ever tell me that Republicans or Trump or any Republican gives a rat's ass about children or the American people. They just cut a deal to cut funding to children's research for cancer. That's disgusting.
No, what's actually disgusting is that people like you would actually use a topic such as child cancer research to gaslight people into being upset, thinking that the Republicans did something wrong. You could have done a little bit of research and found this website called congress.gov. And on that website, you would have found the standalone bill called the Gabriella Miller Kids First Research Act, which is child cancer funding. And you would have also seen that this bill was first introduced in March 2024, where it passed in the House, where the Republicans held the majority. But for some reason, it was never voted upon in the Senate, where the Democrats held the majority. So don't act like you give now because it was taken out of a bill that had to do with keeping the government open. Because when you had the chance to vote on it back in March, you just let this bill disappear when it was a standalone bill. And now you're sitting here with a straight face trying to tell people that the funding was cut, when all that really happened was it was removed to be voted upon at a later date. So maybe next time you guys have the opportunity to vote on it, you'll do the right thing, instead of bringing it up now, acting like the Republicans did something wrong when you guys clearly didn't give a shit back then. So why do you act like you do now?
I don't know about you guys, but I don't expect baby killers to actually care about children. It's always about convenience. The bill used to be inconvenient, now it's a convenient political weapon.
Please, please, please don't do this nonsense at the gym. You're there to work out, not film TikTok dance videos. And listen, I'm all for dancing between sets or on the treadmill. Love to see people do it. I do it myself. But you don't do it standing directly next to somebody that's working out just so you can distract them to get a reaction so you can film it and post it on social media for likes and attention. People in the gym are not accessories for your social media content. Be more respectful of them. And listen, if you want to film dance videos, go in the studio classroom where nobody is and film as much as you want. But keep it off the gym floor. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
And guess who screams bloody murder when a set of eyes actually turn towards her?
What happened to giving up your seat for women? No man offered me a seat. Excuse me, are you going to get up?
What?
Are you going to get up?
Are you pregnant?
No.
Are you for equality?
Yes.
Then fuck off.
No respect. Chivalry is dead.
Hashtag me too, hashtag 4B, and hashtag whatever other hashtags you guys have created. You made the bed, you can shave in it.
I'm just looking at my partner the whole time, just going, they're so beautiful, they're just so, they're my funky little dude, and just, I am being very lesbian right now.
Honestly, same. I'm so gay for girls. It's insane. I'll see a girl just absolute bazookas and be like, hey, why don't you come over Netflix and scissor, you know? Even though there are bigots out there who would say that what I do is unnatural, and to those people, I would say, from the day I was born, I was into chicks, okay? What do you want me to be? Into dudes? Get that straight shit out of here.
Whoever bullied that crazy person back in school needs to be jailed. He didn't do a really good job, and all of this is 50% his fault.
That's it. We're done. We're ruined.
Okay, but whose gingerbread is this though? He is hilarious.
What?
Okay, let me break it down. She's engaged to a black woman. That black woman is also trans, but she only tried to transition between genders, not race. So this white lesbian scared about her lesbian marriage.
I shouldn't even be a barista. I have a degree in gender and queer studies. College gets you nowhere. That type of degree gets you right into being a barista at Starbucks. So you're actually doing pretty well for yourself.
Don't sell yourself short, little lady. This is the peak career. Enjoy it. I'd have a hot latte.
Yes, outwardly, you may see 10 plates. Inwardly, I see a guy whose legs are half the size of mine, drives a really big truck, probably uses adult diapers, and we'll leave the size issue there. Yeah.
This video is really sad and probably one of the most malicious things I've ever seen on social media. And the worst part is that she just posted the other day saying, please don't hate on her. Get to know her journey, that she used to be over 450 pounds. So you would think she would know better, but she doesn't. Instead, she sees the amount of weight that this man is lifting and decides to use that to belittle and shame him. She even goes as far as emasculating him based off the size of his manhood. Are you serious? I hope this gym sees this and takes away your membership. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Do better. Mind your own business.
That's definitely the face only a mother can love. But I'm not very surprised either. By their haircut, you shall definitely know them.
Boys that have uteruses too, like me, and I'm really starting to get frustrated seeing all these super dope rallies happening, Kamala and everyone advocating for abortion rights, because women and people who have uteruses need to have access to that kind of healthcare, that essential healthcare. But I am tired of people leaving trans, masculine, and non-binary folks out of the conversation, because it's not just women who this conversation impacts.
Jeez Louise, that is a whole lot of words to simply say, I need attention today. Oh, it's just interesting because y'all went so hard on the only women get to have a say in this conversation. Now that's like it doesn't fit what you're doing. Like, I just feel like it will never be enough for you guys. Honestly though, it's my fault for listening past the point where you said, come on.
I should have stopped listening when I heard boys have uteruses too. Because what?
I just got out of the hospital, out of a long hospital stay, for bipolar 2 disorder for a pretty extreme manic episode, which also involved me getting stalked by a man that I barely know. And now I have less than $50 to my name. I'm staying with a couple of friends. Car was towed from out of state because I ended up in a national park with less than a mile of gas left. Really have the capacity to, and I don't really know exactly, I don't know, it doesn't really feel like the right thing. I just need mutual aid, honestly. Need help. And really any bit helps. At least money-wise.
Job. Yeah. Yeah, usually works. How do they say? Gets the job done. I mean, it's literally in the saying, but who knows? Might be a long shot. Except for it's not. I hate this world.
Bipolar 2 and a manic episode? Oh, you hormonal liar. Starbucks is always hiring. Also, I'm sure you still have some testosterone left. Well, man up then.
Hi, there are two people on our campus right here who are with a conservative group who are here to try to fearmonger students. Well, they're going up to students and they're trying to ask them questions and such. The goal. I can go. Could you remove these two from campus, please? The reason? Because they're here to fearmonger students and that's not okay. Fearmonger? Yeah, because these are people who are coming in and instigating and terrorizing our students on this campus and that's not okay.
Are they threatening you specifically in any way?
They're threatening me with their language, so there's nothing you guys can do?
No, sir, that's freedom of speech. I'm trying to figure out what law they're breaking right now. So I'm trying to figure that out. That's why I'm asking you. You just keep giving me ideas, your opinions. And the law is not about opinions, it's about facts.
Are we done here, guys? Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Sorry for offending you.
They are threatening you with their language? Really? A college student? Tens of thousands is going into that education, and you called the cops because your wokeness was shivering.
Why don't you date cishet men?
Because I'm not attracted to people who are born with male privilege.
That is an interesting one. You're not attracted to people who are born, I thought you were going to say, but you're not attracted to men who are born with male privilege.
Correct.
When you say they were born with male privilege, wouldn't this include transgender women?
Typically, yes. I've never met a transgender woman that I was personally attracted to. Could it happen? I'm
Fair
sure.
enough.
But like,
Okay.
it just has not happened for me.
But you said you would date somebody who's trans.
I mean, it would have to be the miracle unicorn of all trans women.
But you would have to preclude them because they were born with male privilege.
Yeah, typically I'm not attracted to trans women due to the being born with male privilege thing. It's a mindset.
Despite their current lack of male privilege being a transgender woman, what is it about male privilege that wants, in terms of physical or romantic attraction, that would preclude you from dating somebody who was born with male privilege?
People who are born without male privilege actually understand what it's like to live life as a woman, whether they are a woman or not. So
See, that makes Brian. For instance, I'm not attracted to people who have parking lots.
Did Andrew just make a disabled joke? Okay, that aside, there are so many different people in the world. It's fascinating. So, she only dates women, or she dates women displaying as men. Which is it?
Listen, when I meet a stranger, I'm not gonna come out to that stranger, nor do I expect that stranger to get my pronouns correct, okay? But when a stranger looks at me and goes, hey ma'am, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go, yeah, me, sorry. And they have no idea why I just did that, but I'm not a ma'am, I'm not a lady, I'm not a girl, I'm not she, her, that's not who I am. I don't expect a stranger to get my pronouns right, but don't be surprised when a stranger calls me ma'am if I do like a little, who are they talking to moment.
Do people not own mirrors anymore? Do you know what you look like?
I might just say that I understand there are plenty of people in this room who don't agree with us, who don't like us. But this esteemed establishment is meant to be a bastion of free speech, discussion, and debate. And this example is not any of those things. And I urge all of you, I'm here to tell you my side of an argument. I also attended this university. I was a student here, and I understand that part of the experience being a student is to be challenged by thoughts and facts and information that you may not agree with or you may not like. But to shout like that, to abuse a speaker who is being respectful and giving you their side of an argument is not the way to achieve better knowledge or understanding of anything. I will give all of the proposition speakers their dues.
Oxford is just crawling on Old Glory. At this point, it's so sad to see.
I got rejected today for a job that I was more than qualified for, so I'm just gonna read it to you out loud and make fun of it. Hi, my name in all caps. I don't know why you're screaming at me. Thank you for taking the time to apply with us! Exclamation point, okay? It was a very competitive candidate pool, was it really now? And upon review, we've decided to move forward with other candidates at this time. Shocking. I hope it's okay that we reach back out to you if anything changes in the future. You won't, and it's not. We truly appreciate your interest in joining the team. Bullshit. And we hope to cross paths with you again soon. More bullshit. All the best, go fuck yourself. Signed, this company. For those of you who are in management and you're like, I don't know why these people aren't leaving if they're unhappy at this company. This is why, because this is the job market. Like I said, I was more than qualified for this fucking role, and this is what we're dealing with. Mind you, it was a fucking part-time role too. So yeah, that's why people aren't leaving, because the job market is shit.
You seem like such a delight. How dare those evil companies not hire a ray of sunshine?
Are you a self-described communist?
Yeah, I'm a libertarian socialist, which is close to British.
So it's an inherent contradiction, a libertarian socialist.
If you want to believe that, yeah.
Explain to me how one could be a socialist and also a libertarian.
So as a libertarian, I believe in people's like personal freedoms, and I think that socialism is like the best way to do that. That's not really what I came here to talk about, though.
No, but it's like being a vegan meat eater. It doesn't make any sense, right? It's like saying, well, I want freedom here, but I also want the government to control every part of my life. So explain to me.
So, okay. A vegan meat eater does not work, obviously.
But that's like a libertarian socialist saying that I value liberty, but I also don't value liberty. So it's an inherent contradiction. So you got to pick one.
That's not what socialism means.
Socialism, by definition, means the eradication of personal agency and freedom, the elimination of property, the elimination of religious liberty and religious practice, and also government ownership, means of production. By the way, don't believe me, it's literally in the Communist Manifesto and Das Kapital. Those are the aims of Marxism and socialism.
Yeah, the Communist Manifesto actually starts with, I, Karl Marx, believe that communism is whenever you can't pray to God or something. That's not what it's about, obviously.
Well, no, but he did say that religion was the opiate of the masses. And he said that the goal of communism is to eradicate people's attachment to religious assembly. You introduce yourself with an inherent contradiction. So it's like gays for Palestine, vegan meat eaters.
They want to be different so badly. I'm independent, but my mom sends me a weekly allowance. Those are two separate things.
One of my favorite ways to assert my dominance on the trail as a female hiker is when I see a guy pass me, I ask him, oh, was that your wife that just passed me like a mile ago? Obviously making the assumption that there was another woman that passed them. And every single time they get so defensive and they're like, what? No. Microfeminism, ladies.
Do you know how I assert my dominance on women like this while I'm hiking? I show them that I'm married.
Because women like this, nobody wants to marry a woman like this. That's all it takes.
You might have to explain this one to me, you guys. What is the cat lady talking about?
Hey.
Some lives. So
Care about all lives.
you really don't.
Yeah, you do.
don't.
Why not?
You really don't.
Why would you accuse me of that?
You really don't.
Do you?
Care about black lives.
Of course.
You care about racism.
Of course.
I mean, we say that, but really, did you
Who do you think's more
black lives against
Who do you think is more mistreated? Black people or unborn people?
black people?
Really?
100
black people. 3,000 murdered black people a day?
Oh my gosh, slavery in America?
No, right now.
Serious?
Right now.
Are you saying that
Abolitionists, listen. Abolitionists stood up against slavery, and abolitionists stand up against abortion. Hey, come back here with your hypocrisy.
I'm gonna pray for you because
pray for me.
People who say that capital punishment is okay.
Hey, listen. I want you. Hey,
and then you're cool with that?
Did you have an abortion and that's what? Are you being reminded of it? Why are you so?
Absolutely not.
So why are you so triggered?
I'm not triggered. Why are you triggered?
Just calm down. Yeah, just calm down. Calm down. Hey, I asked you a question.
I refuse to be triggered.
I just asked you a simple question. You think unborn people are more mistreated than black people? And you said, no.
I said that black people are more mistreated.
Why are you giving this person your time? Hey, excuse me, don't interrupt.
Oh, dude. What you will not do is fucking disrespect my husband.
Hey.
I will f you up over there. You will not disrespect my motherfucking husband.
Calm down. Calm down.
Bring that shit to me.
Hey.
Don't let me. Do not fucking disrespect.
I just thought he was interrupting.
Michael.
I just thought he was interrupting.
Not fixing to come up on my husband.
Let me apologize. I wasn't coming up on it. I thought he was interrupting.
Dude.
I apologize.
Yeah, I think she's successfully refused to be triggered, you guys. Give it up for that strong husband. Oh wait, she's the wife.
A trainer at a local gym that I train at, Onyx, sent me this video saying this girl came in under a fake name to film stretching videos, then proceeded to do this. It made all the trainers and all their clients very uncomfortable. So I sent this to the owner, Griff, who's a good friend of mine, and was very happy to see his response, that this was disgusting, and he immediately left his meeting to kick her out. Her response? To sarcastically post this and continue to say that it was just stretching, but when you go to her page, you see that she posts content just like this in busy commercial gyms to promote her OnlyFans. Nothing against OnlyFans, make money how you want, but this content has no place in the gym. More gyms need to start taking action like Onyx to kick creators out, male or female, that make content like this. So to this young woman, have some self-respect. And if you can't have self-respect, at least have respect for the people around you at the gym. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
I'm confused. Why can't she do her promo where she films her degeneracy? Also, what kind of creeps keep throwing money at these girls?
I gotta cover my face. Woo! I'm so strong. I'm not a coward. Woo! Hey guys, don't try to pick on us. We don't have very big muscles. Look at them hugging. They're very scared and really shy right now. Right here, they're having a huddle. This is like the Safe Space Club right here.
That made me giggle. I can't lie.
You want an international emergency treaty to end fossil fuel use, basically all fossil fuel use by 2030. This isn't about not being allowed to buy a diesel car in 2030. This isn't about having to use solar power panels on your house. All fossil fuel use ended by 2030. Tell me what you think the impact of that would be on people's everyday lives.
So we acknowledge that this will be it will require an emergency response, and it will require a massive change in the way that we live our lives.
Tell us the impact.
However,
no, not however. What will the impact be of people not using fossil fuel in 2030? Tell us what the impact would be. What would your everyday life be like and mine?
What will the impact be if we keep using fossil fuels?
No, that wasn't the question,
I think that's a better
Ella.
question.
What
Because
would
if we do that, we will face collapse of the NHS.
We're all going to
we'll
die.
Face collapse
We're all
of
going to die.
social
Yes,
services.
we're all going to die. What is the impact, 2030, us no longer using fossil fuels?
So this has been detailed quite heavily on the Justable website, and I encourage anyone that's listening.
So tell us. You must have read it. You're an
It will
activist.
include things like funding free public transport. It will include insulating homes. There's a lot more steps to this, but you're absolutely right.
No, Ella. I, with all due respect, you're not answering my question. If we don't use fossil fuels, we can't build anything anymore. That requires it. We won't be able to operate trains. Most of our cars won't operate, including, by the way, the electric cars, because electric cars are actually, by the way, they're made using fossil fuels, usually in factories on the other side of the world who use fossil fuels to make them. We won't even be able to keep the lights on most of the time, put heating on. We won't be able to have aircon when it's hot, when we're burning. We won't be able to heat our homes when it's cold, when, by the way, more people die by a factor of 9 to 1. We won't be able to get planes. We won't be able to travel anywhere. I don't know how we're going to be running ferries and boats so we can travel at all. We won't be able to have mobile phones. We won't be able to have cookers. How do you think life is going to be in 2031, or even indeed 2 days after we stop using fossil fuels in 2030? Because you seem to be very blasé about that. What you're looking at is turning us back to pre-industrial revolution times, when life was really bloody hard.
Well, Julia, you're forgetting that renewable energy exists, so we absolutely can still have energy. But you know,
clarify. So let me clarify. Do you know how much the percentage of our actual energy use is renewable energy at the current time, and how much you predict it will be by 2030?
I'm aware that it needs to increase, and this is why we need an emergency plan right now in 2024.
It's not even all of our 20% need for electricity. So what are you going to do for the rest of it?
Julia, this is why we're calling on our government to enact this emergency plan to stop the burning and use of fossil fuels by 2030. This is why we need an emergency plan.
You think we're going to be able to replace all of our fuel needs by 2030? It's 2020. We're halfway through 2024. You think by 2030 we'll be able to replace all of our fossil fuel needs with renewables?
It's absolutely an ambitious plan, but the alternative is accepting that we're going to be facing mass death.
We're going to face. So remind me, how are we facing mass death? Remind me, how are we facing mass death if we don't do this?
Well, basically, there's a climate crisis, and we're pumping carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which is heating the planet to unlivable temperatures.
Unlivable temperatures. Nothing in the IPCC report says that.
It does. It talks
about doesn't. No, it doesn't.
So you have no idea what you have been causing traffic and denigrating artifacts and buildings for? Really?
What's up, white people? I'm starting a trend. Look what I got. 1, 2, Oh, show him the bag.
Gotta see the bag.
Hashtag apology lunch. Go find yourself a black person and buy him some food. Hashtag apology lunch.
Why didn't you guys tell me this happened? Apology lunch for black people.
So what do you say, miss? What do you say? Go ahead. One person. Let's start with her. You're born in Quebec, but you moved to Ontario. Okay, listen. Oh, look. Like box H wants to fight with box C over there. And it's all women. Look at dudes are like, since the Me Too movement, we can't say shit. I gotta sit down and look at the floor while these women act all belligerent. It's white women too. Look, the Indians are like, what's happening? I don't these people. Oh, we got another one. All right, see, another woman. It's the same demographic too. It's like always women between the ages of divorce and menopause, like right there.
Hecklers are the most attention-deprived beings on the planet. You can take that to the World Bank, and they are almost always women. Coincidence? I think not.
Ma'am, it's a goddamn comedy show. You gotta ingest this. What's the problem? Huh? What's the problem?
World, come on.
Goddamn compelling. What do you want to know? We know you're a woman. We can tell.
I'm married to a man.
Good.
People tonight.
How? How am I insulting people by talking about sexual matters between adults? I'm talking about consenting adult shit. So me being up here describing my life is insulting to you? Then how do you speak for the whole crowd and tell me that I'm insulting them? Is anybody insulting? No! Sounds like a resounding yes over here.
It's a comedy show, not a therapy session. Feathers might get ruffled, but going up on stage, lady. I'm embarrassed on behalf of your husband.
Does a height matter in a guy?
Yes.
But men can't change that. You understand that, right?
I can't change. I love men, so let's hear it.
You're saying height matters.
Yeah.
Men were born with their height and they cannot change that.
They cannot change
You know what you changed that you were born with? Your body count, because you started with 0. So right on the board, how many men you've been with?
Oh, you don't know how many men I've
I do want to know.
I'm a pimp, baby.
Because we're
I'm a doll.
That's disgusting.
Okay? No, it's not. No. How many have you been? How many have you been?
So wait, are you
He's
ashamed?
Like 12.
Are you ashamed of your body count? You're not? Then write it on the board.
You're boring. How old are you?
I'm boring?
You gotta experience.
I'm boring?
You gotta be a before you settle down.
Said she's not ashamed, but still hasn't wrote her number.
I don't have wait, time out.
Oh, so you are ashamed.
What is that? Stupid. You can leave.
You're a dog? Well, bark then husky. Well, bittersweet ending, wouldn't you say? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to show your support to the channel. See you in the next one.